Hi everyone, welcome to Deanna Creates. So in today's video, we are going to be making some adorable little place cards for our Thanksgiving table. So let's just get started. So you guys, I wanted to come on here and do just something fun and simple because I know we are getting down to the wire with Thanksgiving. But I came across this paper that I had. This is a Decopage Queen paper. It is Autumn Minis, and this was created by Victoria from Old to Ooh La La, and I thought it would be so cute to make some place cards with this. And so that's what inspired me to do this. So that's what we're going to work on. So I'm going to be using these tags like this, but you could use anything. You could use, just cardstock, just cut some cardstock down. You could use just some cardboard. You could use, if you had like business card, where you print business cards or something like that, you could do that. You have lots of options on what you could use kind of as your surface. I went ahead and painted mine. I used the Dixie Belle drop cloth just because that's what I had still sitting on my table from my last project. I like this yellow, but I just wanted to tone it down a little bit. So that's what we're going to be making. So what I will do with these is I'll put these at each person's place setting and I will personalize it on the back. So I'll put their name and then I plan to write just a little message, I'm so grateful for you. Thanks for all you do. Some little sentiment that is, specific for that person and just letting them know, how thankful I am that they are part of my life. And so, I just thought I would share that because I think that's kind of fun. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to take our little tag and we're just going to decoupage. I'm going to be using this row right here, I think, for most of my tags. I do have some men that are going to be here, so I need some that are a little bit more masculine, hence why I have this scarecrow there. And I just think these would fit on the tags really pretty. Now, I am going to cut these out. Because I don't want to use the water method and lose any part, of the tag when I'm doing that. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut these out right now. And then we are going to just decoupage. So it's really a simple project here. And like I said, if you don't have tags or, you don't have this paper, there are lots of other options that you could use. One of the things is there's really pretty napkins out right now for fall. And how pretty would this, little image here be on one of these place cards? You could also use, at the Dollar Tree and the dollar store, they have in the little craft section, they always have some really pretty like stickers and, stamps, anything like that you could use. So, you're only limited by your imagination, but please don't not make these cards because you don't have this exact paper. So I also think that this would be really fun for the kiddos. So, while you are cleaning or while you're cooking or getting things ready, they could be working on these little tags. And I think they'd really have fun with that. And then they could, once they're all done, they could, put those at each person's plate. And I think they would just really enjoy that. I think that would make them really feel a part of, the whole festivities that are happening. And so this is how that's going to look. That's going to look really, really pretty on there. And so I'm just going to decoupage it on there. I'm going to use the clear satin top coat. And then we will distress it. I've got my distress inks here and we'll jazz it up a little bit. Now, you don't have to paint your tags. I did just because I wanted something a little softer than this yellow, but you can certainly, you certainly don't have to do that. It's just kind of an extra step that I did. So I'd love for you guys to tell me in the comments where you are with all of the things getting ready. What are your preparations for this coming week before Thanksgiving? And so I'm just going to place it on here like so, and then we'll just get the rest of that. We'll trim that off. I think I'm going to work on cleaning this week and then getting the rest of the groceries. And I'm really doing these, like I said, just to let people know, you know, how much I appreciate them. We don't really have formal places to sit. I just thought it would be fun. We have a pretty small group now, so. But I think it's a nice little touch. And I'm gonna, just because this is right here, I'm just gonna trim this instead of using our sandpaper. And so look how pretty that looks. Oh my goodness, I love it. And I am gonna go over the top of it just to protect it. I really like this leaf. It is really pretty. Like I said, all of these little drawings, she hand drew all of these and painted them, and oh my goodness, they're so pretty. I like using this top coat, especially on these little projects where, you know, the paper is, you know, it's more delicate that we're doing on here. All right, we're gonna just let this one sit and we're gonna just let it dry. And then we're gonna go ahead and start working on another one, and then we'll come back and we'll embellish that one. You could also make little cards with these. I think that would be really pretty. Just simple little like note cards if you send out little Thanksgiving cards, or have them, if you make them into note cards, you could have those for, you know, to send a thank you note, like if you're going somewhere for Thanksgiving, just send them a little thank you note as an appreciation. That would be really sweet to do with these too. I think in just the hustle and bustle of all of it that comes with these seasons, just these little gestures I think are really, they're really fun. You guys let me know. Let me know in the comments some of your favorite things that you're making. Do you have traditions? You make the same thing every year? That's what we pretty much do. Don't really change it up much. All right, let that one dry. That one's coming along, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut out one more, and then we'll start working on these, and I'll finish the rest of them up later. And if you don't want to decoupage or create these, you can get on Pinterest, and there are lots and lots of printable place cards that you could do if you like to do that. Again, I think it just makes for just kind of a fun thing. Like I said, we have a real small group, so it's not, you know, anybody can really sit wherever they want to, but it's just that I want to add a little gratitude message to them. So you see how just quick and easy this is. Another idea, if you have little ones, little kitties, then you could, you know, they could just make their own. Give them some construction paper and have them make their own little place cards for all the family and friends that may be gathering. That would be so sweet. Okay, so let's get back to this one. This is all dry. And now what we're gonna do, just cover this, is we are gonna just put our inks on around here, just to, like I said, I wanna add a little something to it. And so I'm gonna start with the vintage photo, and I'm just gonna go around it just like what I always do. If you guys have been here before, if you haven't, vintage photo is my absolute favorite archival ink. I use it almost on every project I do. But these inks, these Ranger distressed archival inks are my favorite. I like the regular distressed inks too, but I tend to use these. And so I'm just coming here at the top too and just kind of, you know, grunging that up a little bit more. And I want to put some of this spice marmalade on here. This is a really pretty orange. Just really kind of helps it stand out even more. And you can see now it just doesn't look like, you know, it's a piece of paper stuck on a tag. It has some more, has a little bit more pizzazz to it. And then we will also use this fossilized amber just to give it a hint of yellow. This beautiful fall colors. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of twine here. And so I love to use jute twine. I use it in a lot of different things. And I love these little twine holders. I think they're just really pretty, and they're also very practical. So I really, really like to use them like that. And then, so what we're going to do is we're just going to, you know, we're just going to take our twine and we're going to fold it, you know, make it even, and then we're just going to loop it through the little hole there. And then we're just going to come back like so with that. And we don't really need the hanger, but I think it just, you know, it just adds to the look of it. And I think I'm going to trim it off a little bit because, like I said, we're not hanging it. And there is how that tag has turned out. We do need to trim it a little. So we'll use our sander a little so we can make sure we get all of that off. And look how pretty that is, y'all. How sweet and how simple. Now, you know, there is a line up here. If that bothers you, you can always put a pretty piece of ribbon across there, or, you know, we could come across it with another another piece of the twine. You know, if that line, you know, on there bothers you, you could do that. Or like I said, you could put a piece of ribbon on there. Really whatever it is that you want to do. So let's go ahead and make one more since we have just a little bit more time. That one's still not dry. This one's dry. And we're going to do really just the same thing here. We're going to just distress around here with our ink. And then we need to trim this one up. A little sandpaper too. That's one thing about this rice paper, it really does good with just to sand off that excess there. And then we'll just keep around here again with our ink. And when this paper, it almost feels like there's fabric on there, which is one of the other reasons why I really love this rice paper. And these are not, you know, they're just nice and soft too. And this orange, that's really going to make this pumpkin stand out. It's this orange on this one. We'll add a little bit of this amber to it. This has a little bit of burgundy in it. I don't think I have one of these inks in burgundy. And then we're going to do the same thing with a little bit of our twine. Make a little loop. And there is the other one. So see, you guys, just like I said, a really simple and sweet little project that doesn't take a lot of time. But I think if you do this and you put these on your table, I think your guest and your family will be so appreciative that you took the time just to personalize something just for them in the midst of all of the craziness that happens at this time of year. So, as always, I appreciate you guys. Love and light to you all, and we'll see you again real soon.